Hello, my name is NikoTheLegend, also known as the well-mannered teenager and the snowflake, and I'm here to talk about something that isn't Mass Effect, isn't Dragon Age, isn't anything BioWare, isn't anything Bethesda, which I used to talk about Bethesda stuff a lot, didn't I? I could talk about the Xbox buying Bethesda out. But you know what? I don't know. That is a pretty big one, but we're going to talk about something different today. Right, yes. Zelda Breath of the Wild. That's a game that holds true and dear to my heart. It really does. I don't know about you guys, but it's one of the best games I've ever played, Breath of the Wild, and it's definitely in my top 3 favorite Zelda games. You want to know the top 3? Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, Breath of the Wild. I don't know if it would go in that order. But today, I just found out that there has been a huge leak for Breath of the Wild 2. Yes, finally, we get something, and of course it has to be a leak, just a little bit ahead of its time before this upcoming Direct in October. Some pretty big stuff. I don't know why I'm talking like this. There's not even a script in front of me. It's fine, I can get over this. Anyway, Breath of the Wild 2 was, I don't know, announced at the end of last year, 2018. We haven't heard anything from it since. Correct me if I'm wrong there, folks, but I'm pretty sure was it announced at the Video Game Awards? See, this is how long it's been. It's like, Nico, why don't you do your research? I could. But then it'd be too easy. I like being wrong. I like being when people correct me on things. It's not a big deal. I can handle being a human, flawed, and merciful to myself. Or merciless. Let's go with merciless. Anyway, Breath of the Wild 2 has had a huge leak recently, and we now know the upcoming Direct, as I said, in October, that's coming up, and it lets us know what the new Breath of the Wild 2 title is, and it's not Breath of the Wild 2 anymore. Oh no. You want to know what it is? Supposedly, from what this picture is, which I'll show you in a second here. Whoa, there it is The Legend of Zelda Breath of Evil. Now, a lot of you might go, that's an interesting name, because has there ever been a Zelda game with that type of the word evil in it? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. But if there has, that I don't know about, please let me know as well. But yes, The Legend of Zelda Breath of Evil. Look, some people might call it Breath of the Wild 2, maybe because they like Breath of the Wild name better than Breath of Evil. Breath of Evil is at least easier to say. It's a bit quicker on the tongue there. It rolls real easily. But, this has been recently discovered. This image you'll see right now gives you an idea. Oh, I should have said this before, but spoilers, okay? I guess it's too late, but anything else in the Nintendo Direct will be spoilers, okay? And there's some interesting things that you guys will actually enjoy. I'm just going to go real quick of what this Direct is going to hold, okay? Big spoilers, and then we'll get back to Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, Breath of Evil, whatever you want to call it. WarioWare, Pokemon Sword and Shield, DLC. Super Mario 3D World, I guess showing more stuff of that. Kirby Power Rumble, Dragon Quest Anthology. You hear that? Okay. Fall Guys, Nintendo Game Boy games coming to Nintendo Switch Online. Persona 5 Scramble, Grand Theft Auto 3. Oh, I missed that one. Super Smash Bros. Character Challenger Pack 7. I won't let you know what the character is, because you'll just see it right here. Super Mario 3D All-Stars, Super Mario Galaxy 2 DLC coming out at the end of the year. The Legend of Zelda Breath of Evil teaser trailer. So, it says start billing. Breath of Evil looks to be the title for the sequel. So how do you guys feel about that title? What does that let us know? Well, I guess in the first Breath of the Wild, the name suggests that we're really just exploring this huge mass world of Zelda. Biggest we've ever been around. Biggest world around. We got the biggest here. Ooh. Sorry. We've never seen a Zelda game like this. It's crazy to see an open world Zelda game on this scale. And the game got the second highest, Metacritic for Zelda games for the most like perfect scores and stuff. Yeah, it was a big deal. Um, Maybe even up there in the top 10, just best of all time for sure. And this is a game that I love truly. If you see on the table over there, that blue book, that is Zelda Breath of the Wild Creating a Champion. Okay, I bought that whole set. That was an $80 set, and it came with a bunch of cool stuff. It came with this. This little, yeah, the Sheikah Ball shrine thingy you get beating shrines. I sound like such a novice right now, but that's okay. So, anyway, Breath of Evil, right? Sounds a little bit more linear, narrowed down, more focused. Like I said, Breath of the Wild was really trying to introduce you to the world and everything that it stood for and how Link traversed it, gave you, and we embarked on this giant journey that took many hours to complete. If you decided to play that way, which is why I love the game so much. Now, the Breath of Evil sounds to be more focused on a certain character, or maybe just evil going across the land, or it's just Ganondorf. Let's just be real here. Now, how do you guys feel about that? Does that feel good? Does Baby Yoda think that's good? Does my hot sauce thing feel good? Does the book feel? Does Solaire think that's okay? I don't know, but we'll see. I think it's going to be kind of cool to see this narrowed down. I got to get used to the name, of course, because Breath of Evil, it's very similar to the Breath of the Wild name. So I hope Nintendo doesn't get us confused with any stuff like that, When it's too close to the name, people get confused on which is which. So I'm hoping that they really do a good job with the marketing so people aren't confused. Because when kids go in stores, they're going to be like, Mom, I want Breath of Evil. Okay. And then they buy it, and they're like, what's going on? Just kidding. Actually, you know what? I don't think that's going to happen, because maybe the game is going to be one of those games where you beat it, play it, the sequel, and you won't even know that there was a previous one. Like, it does the recap for you, so you don't have to play the first game. But I suggest playing the first game just because it's a lot of fun. I'm hoping, my biggest thing about this is that I'm hoping, like, we all get an idea that Ganondorf is going to be probably, undoubtedly, the villain, but there were a lot of great people out there on Twitter doing cool animations and pictures of Ganondorf actually being the good guy this time around. I always thought it'd be cool to see him fighting against his destiny, his fate of just always being evil. Like, I think it'd be cool to fight, because deep down, he's a Gerudo. And this is a guy who was cursed since birth, no matter what. He is part of that vicious cycle. I think it'd be cool to have him break the wheel. I think that'd be the best thing that they could do. So Breath of Evil could go with that. It's Ganondorf facing that evil that the name suggests. And Link and Zelda would be there to help him along the way. Now, Calamity Ganon can still be out there. Just the essence of Demise, the original form of Ganon. Ganon is just a reincarnation of Demise. But reincarnations, if you've seen Dragon Ball Z, don't always end up bad. They also end up good, depending on the outcome. And there's plenty of cool things they can do with that, with the Breath of Evil thing. But we're not here to talk all about that. I'm just here to let you guys know the title. Breath of Evil, Legend of Zelda, Breath of Evil Wild 2.45, Capcom Super Hyper Fighting Edition. Sounds great. So what do you guys think? You like that name? Do you think do you think what I said about it is going to be something we can look forward to, or how do you think Breath of the Wild 2 should go, or Breath of Evil, aka? If so, just let me know. And I wanted to do something a little different this time around. This is a pretty big leak, especially this direct, and I thought I'd let you guys, see that I can do other game news with no script ever. It's interesting, right? I rarely use a script because I don't really need to use one. I mean, all I have to do is just read this article once and do maybe a little bit of research, or just use my knowledge did I say knowledge that I already have, and I just go from there. Also, you just gotta have confidence. Sometimes I feel the Act Man doesn't even read off a script really, unless he's doing like his legit reviews. But when he does more of his down to earth videos where it's just showing him, I feel that he doesn't use as much script at all, if not any. Anyway, this has been something different. Legend of Zelda Breath of Evil. What do you guys think of the name? I've been your host, NikoTheLegend, also known as the One-Manner Teenager and the Snowflake. And just be careful about the spoilers. Yeah, there was a lot. How about that Dragon Quest anthology? That sounds pretty cool. Anyway, this direct is gonna be pretty badass. You know, Nintendo's got to throw out those punches. Gotta throw out those punches. You know, this is how you punch, right? Yeah, right. I just go ob job and fucking spin to win, baby.